Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We're on the Price of Game Show on MikeC.
I'm Fred White.
Hey, man. Today we're talking to you about Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
Now, as of now, the only way that you can really play this is if you buy it digitally. So you can get it on PC, you can get it on PlayStation, Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. And you can get the physical copy with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I think August or July. The dates are getting mixed up. But, yeah. But before we start talking about it, as always, we like to give it a number of facts. Mike, how many facts do you give this?
Actually, man, TMNT, you know what, bro? I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5, bro.
I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 as well, too. Our facts are still working, but we're working on it. Hey, look,
Working on facts.
we want to try to set up a play date with y'all. So if y'all have Xbox Game Pass, we want to try to complete this game. So if you have Xbox Game Pass and you got our game tags, man, let's set up a date where we can all get together because there's 6 people that can play this game. Let's set up a date where Mike and I and all of y'all can get together and we can play this. If you got Xbox Game Pass, it's free, man. But
yes, it is.
Mike,
let's
start talking about this game.
Right, so I actually played it on the Xbox Game Pass. I downloaded day one. And awesome game, man. It brings you right back to the arcade, man. And you know there's nothing more that we like more than talking about the arcade times, man. Just going inside, spending them quarters, man, just having a ball, thinking we living our best life right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Man, this and the sprites, man. And you know, you look at stuff like that, right? You know, a lot of people turn their eye to because they look at the sprites and stuff as far as it being pixelated, but that takes you back to the arcade as far as playing these games, man. Just the camaraderie with the other people playing with you and just the 80s music and stuff like that. They was able to encapsulate the music of that era, you know what I'm saying, and made it fit inside this game, man. And it just bring back the feels, bro. You know, the games nowadays, man, is all about the feels, man. Bring you back to that nostalgia, bring you back to the 80s, 90s beat 'em up type of thing in the arcades, man. And the old classic Turtles. This is like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that we saw on Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that, man. That's what we saw this as, and playing this in the arcade with Krang and all the other stuff. I loved how they touched on all the characters throughout that whole genre. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw the Rock Shoulders, you saw the Triceratons or whatever the heck they was called, man. Krang's people, man. It was just a great throwback. Baxter the Fly, you know what I'm saying? Just all those characters that you saw in the cartoon was actually here. I'm talking about the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not talking about this the new stuff that just happened like a couple years ago. I'm talking about old school type of stuff, man. The foot soldiers, just a different type of foot soldiers, because a lot of people don't know back then the foot soldiers weren't people. They were robots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was a nice touch far as to play this game, man. Just the sound, the music, and different characters have different moves and stuff like that. They got the same type of move sets, and you have a lot of move variation to this. You have combos and you know you got your favorite. You throw them into the screen type of attack. You can hit them off of each other, man. It was just great how they, you know, brought it back, but brought it forward as far as with the capabilities of what these people can do, man, or these turtles can do. And you can play with Splinter and April O'Neil. They got Casey Jones coming. There's some talk about Yusaki Yojimbo coming out as well too. So we got a lot of stuff, or they got a lot of stuff coming at you for this game, man. But it's fun, man. It's fun playing these games. The levels aren't very long, but they're fun. You can play the arcade mode, so you can feel like an arcade where you only have a limited amount of continues, even with your quarters and stuff like that. So you had a limited time to play. Or you can play the story mode where you can collect some certain things and unlock some certain things as well too. So man, good time, bro. Really good time.
Now
Fred?
this game brought back all the games that was in the arcade. It implemented all of those. It implemented almost every Turtles game that came out,
Yeah.
either in the arcade or the home consoles. And like Mike said, throwing them into the screen and doing these combos, and that's just some of the references that it made to the 80s. Like you go through some of the scenes, you'll see the CRT TVs, man, the CRT, the Fat Boy monitors, stuff like that.
Mm.
Um, the surfboards, the original voices of the turtles, they
Yep.
came back. Um, and then the ability to play with all four turtles plus April and Master Splinter right now. I mean, this game is totally awesome. And then where you can play six people, you can play up
Mm-hmm.
to
Yep.
six people. And if they add
Mm-hmm.
Casey Jones and all that other stuff, now this is like that Marvel superhero game that was in the arcade, where you know what I'm saying, where you had all these people that you can play with. I'm telling you, man, this game is totally fun. Now, don't get it twisted with the other Ninja Turtles game that's coming out later on this year. That's totally different than this one because the other Ninja Turtles game that's coming out has all the Ninja Turtle games that's ever made that was on in the arcade and on the home consoles. But
Turtle collection or whatever. Yeah, coming out next year, I think.
but with this one, it seemed, and this was to me this was out of nowhere because I didn't even know that this game was coming out. But
Mm.
this game implements everything, all the arcade and all the home consoles, and then the sprites. You know, this ain't something like Gears of War or God of War. You know what I'm saying? You're not
Mm.
gonna get those crisp graphics like this. This reminds me of the old arcade, the Golden Domes, man.
Mm.
The arcade, the one in what Greenbelt, where
Right.
you know you put your quarter on the
The machine.
arcade. And how the hell did they know that that was your quarter? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you know that? Like, did you have a
Yeah,
serial
I'm
number on the
next.
quarter or something like that?
Yeah, 5'2", that's me, brother.
It was like, yo, this brings you back to the arcade days, man. And I'm telling you, and I loved every minute of going through some of these boards, and just seeing just the sprites and the. I mean, if you are a '70s baby
Hmm.
and if you're old enough to remember Chesapeake Bay Seafood House and
Yep.
and
Get all the seafood you could eat.
and Sizzlers. If you're
Sir,
older, if you and guess what, Mike? They still got a
you going to
Sizzlers in
Sizzler?
Florida.
Do
It's
they?
still it's still a Sizzlers in Florida
I might have
on
to look that up.
192 right there by the Walmart. It's still a Sizzlers in there. But
Get
if
out of
you
here, bro.
nah, I bullshit you not. But if you're old enough to remember Sizzlers, Poor Folks,
Po
and
folk? Yes,
yeah,
sir.
poor folk and Chesapeake Bay Seafood House, where you can get all the crab legs that you want to eat for $20. And they had the one in New Carrollton and
Uh,
one in Greenbelt. If you
uh,
remember the Golden Dome, if you remember Evans Grill, that's where Junkyard used to play at. If you remember Evans
mm,
Grill before they put the floor in, when you would go inside Evans Grill with some white K-Swiss, and by the time you came out, them shits was like Timberlane Brown because Evans Grill did not have a floor. If you remember Triples Nightclub, if you remember the Ibex, if you remember all this shit, man, I'm telling you, if you went to go see Boys in the Hood or Minister Society at Greenbelt with that white girl and you got caught, and then when you went back to school, they was like, Free, who was that white girl you was with at the movie theater?
nah, she just light skinned. She was really light skinned.
Yo,
She's a rainbow.
if you can remember all of that, you will love this game, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh man. Oh
The,
man.
the only thing I don't like about it is that we don't have the physical form yet. And it still has some bugs because
Right.
they had to come out with a patch because it was crashing.
Yeah, it was crashing or whatever. Yep.
But they
But
they
other than
fixed
that, man, this game is freaking awesome, bro. You'll have a great time playing this game. It's one of those party. Man, this summer has been like the summer of freaking party type of games coming out, man. Even though we just only talked about two, but
Mm-hmm.
still, that's two more than you would normally have in the summer, as far as an actual party game. Granted, sometimes you have your big hitters or whatever during the
Mm-hmm.
summertime, but man, this summer's been about party games, bro. Getting together. I think they probably tied it with the whole pandemic and stuff like that, since we've been by ourselves for so long. They
Mm-hmm.
said, man, let's get some. People want to be together. We need to get some together games. So good. They need to start making more 2-player games, man. Because I like stuff like that. When you grow up in the house with a sibling, when you first got your Nintendo, guess how many controllers came with? It came with 2. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They want you to play with other people that's beside you. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So, man, this is a great party type of game. And you can play 6. Dude, you can play 6 players. Let's say if they all had freaking Xbox remotes or whatever, the Xbox can actually do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You have all 6 players, but, bruh, great party game, man. This game is freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, this is another party game that you can have at your house.
That's it,
And
bro.
I'm telling you, man, people would love to play this.
Mm-hmm. All right, so do we even give a final verdict? Final verdict, bye. Okay.
Hey, we can skip the final verdict, man.
Final verdict, man. Buy this
It,
junk, man. Buy
it's
this junk. Have fun,
it's
man.
definitely a buy. Get this
Yeah,
game. If you
yeah,
have
bro.
it on, if you got Game Pass for Xbox, you can play it right now. You
That's
can
right.
play it right
You
now.
sure look at it.
You know what I'm saying? If you got a PlayStation 5 or 4, you can download this thing. But
Yeah, play it, bro.
if you want the physical copy, then you know what I'm saying, wait until August or July, and then you can pick that up. But other than that, man, I'm telling you, this is a fantastic game. Yo, man, this is one that you come in and pick the controller up, and it's a button smasher, but wow, it is fun as all outdoors, man. Young and old.
And you know what? You know what too, and the good thing I like about games like this, right? They cut back on as far as, let's say if you have like one person, as far as how much damage you would do. But when you have multiple people, they scale back the damage or whatever, so you can actually really enjoy playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's not no game you would just like fly right on through. You know what I'm saying? So they give it a little degree of difficulty as far as with that. Plus you can up the difficulty as well too, man. So all in all, man, they did a great job designing this game, man. So they've been doing good. What's that? .mu, because they did the Streets of Rage as well too, which was real good as well too. So I mean, like they're doing great things, bro.
And if you play with multiple players, if you are down, a person
Yeah.
can revive you.
Yeah, which is cool. Which is cool how they did it, because they got a little piece of box. I think they fanning a piece of box, the smell of the pizza towards you, trying to bring you back to life. So, which is cool, man. It's a good play on the turtles and on what they do, as far as in the cartoons and stuff. So, yeah, man.
And my God, man, if you play with other people, if you don't need the pie,
That's right, bro.
take it. Because if you got all 4, or if you got a full bar, and I got one goddamn bar, let me get the damn pizza.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't be stingy with the pie, bro.
Please
and I know all
don't.
those people's arcade heads and stuff like that, where you play those games with multiple people, how that one person full of life take the life, basically. Take the freaking meat, or either the freaking pie or whatever the hell it is, to get you full energy. They would do that. But man, sharing is caring, bro.
Please, y'all. Please don't take the pie away from me.
All right, so like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Gamer Show for tonight. Don't forget to have a Facebook store where you can find low prices. Don't forget to hit us up every time. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when we drop videos like these. Tell people about the Gamer Show.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. We'll see you next time on WWTF.
You want the facts.
Gamer Show.
You next time, keep watching as always now. Thanks for tuning in.